Everybody for coming out tonight. I'll keep my remarks very short and sweet because I know the real reason you're here is to watch the movie. I wanted to talk just a couple minutes about some of the elements of our training and our mission that really led to the ultimate success. And it doesn't have to do with the 7 crew members. It has more to do with the overall JSC community. Both the folks on the ground that works very, very hard to train the crew and prepare the plans and all the products and everything that's required to make such a complex mission go off and seem easy. There's thousands of folks here and absorbed around the country that work really hard day in and day out, and it's really about you that we want to honor tonight. Thanks for coming out and allowing us to show you our show and our movie, but realize that the mission is really about all the folks in this room and all the folks that couldn't make it. The teamwork demonstrated by all the folks here at Johnson Space Center, Kennedy Space Center, and again around the country is really a phenomenal thing to watch from my perspective. I told the group last week that I probably have one of the best jobs here at the Space Center, at least currently. I've talked to Peggy, my boss, about continuing it for a while, but we'll see what happens. It's a real pleasure from my perspective to watch all the teams work so closely together and do such tremendous work. It's a special thing, and I'm really proud and humbled to do it. The dedication displayed by everyone and the enthusiasm and zeal that everybody goes to work every day, and it's just a really, really incredible thing and a very special experience, and I hope we all appreciate it very much. I'd like to thank a couple of the crew members tonight that displayed what I would consider just exceptional and outstanding performance, and they advised me a lot. This was my second flight, first time as a commander, and I went into it with my mind fairly open. I thought, and they opened it further for me. But no, in all seriousness, these individuals gave me great advice. Were always there for me and ready to help me out and help me lead this team. Rick, thanks very much. Did a great job, and I really appreciate your friendship and your advice. Steph, same with you. I don't think without your mentorship and your knowledge that this mission would have been successful. Clay, same with you, but it was awesome watching you guys work on orbit. I thanked the rookies last week at our crew party. They're not rookies any longer, they're space flight veterans. They also did a fantastic job, but I wanted to let you guys know how special it was to fly with all of you. Thanks very much. The other folks I wanted to make sure we recognize tonight are all the support folks that helped us throughout the training and throughout the flight. Our flight docs, Steve Hart and Jim Locke, and all the BME support. You guys took care of our families, you took care of us, and we really, really appreciate it. All the other support staff, and forgive me for missing any, but Suzanne, our secretary, Kanisha Coates over here, our training manager, our physical trainer, Stephanie Horton Fox, and many, many hundreds of other people who poured their hearts and souls into this mission and made it such a huge success. I want to thank the training team, Lisa Martignetti, Bill Frank. You guys and your teams were just fantastic, and it was amazing to watch your dedicated team of professionals pull everything together and execute it so well. Joaquin, Jack, Anduho, awesome. And you guys were just so much fun to work with every day. We enjoyed coming to work, and you taught us so much. We can't thank you enough. Ron and Richard, working with you guys was just an amazing experience. I don't know how you guys do the amount of work you do, but it was incredible to watch your teams plan this thing and change after change. It seemed like daily we were looking at different changes, and I just didn't have to worry about it. You guys just said, hey, here's your plan, go do it, Dex. And you made it real easy to do. But I know there was a lot of work behind it. And it was incredible to watch. And all the other folks in flight design, engineering, the NBL staff that got behind EDA, and it just goes on and on and on. And I have to be here all night thanking everybody, but just just please know that y'all are very, very special to us. And we had a great time going off and executing your plan. Last but not least, our families, thanks very much. I see most of you here tonight. Thanks for being there, being supportive. And it was really, without you, it would have been very, very difficult to go off and do this. Okay, that's all I'm going to talk about tonight. I know you guys want to watch the crew movie. Jim and Dottie and Dexter over at PAO and Building 2 worked really, really hard in the last couple weeks to hold us together. And we looked at literally probably, 100 hours of footage in order to give you 20 minutes. So I think what you're seeing here is really, really good selects. And please enjoy it. We'll take Q&A after this, and then immediately following, we'll sign some autographs. Thanks very much. Yeah, these things are really technical. Can you make both mics hot, please? And we're rolling already. Okay, well, here we are in the suit-up room prior to launch, and we get our suits on and we get the pressure integrity checked. And here's Stephanie with her helmet on, and we spend about an hour in the suit-up room, and we walk out for a walkout. Now let's listen to some of the audio. People were excited to see Naoko. Here's Discovery on the pad, and here we are on the pad service waving up to Chris Cassidy, who is our C-squared up in the crew module. Here we are in the process of getting strapped in. Dottie's just getting in and real excited about going for a little flight here. Just shortly before launch, the orbiter access arm with the white room moves out. It's quite a ride of boosters.
How about that, huh? Crazy! And some power behind it.
Now the boosters, as everybody knows, will burn out in just over 2 minutes. It's a loud bang on orbit. This is a really neat shot of from the booster themselves, the camera, as they separate and fall away. After the boosters come off, it smooths out and goes back to 1G, and it's a real smooth ride then. Acceleration continuing all the way to MECO. And from what we hear on the ground, it was a spectacular launch, pre-dawn, and there you see some time-lapse photography of it. This is the booster cloud lit up by the sun just after sunrise.
And once we're on orbit, we jettison the external tank. Rick and I unstrap very quickly so that we can get some footage of the external tank. We also get busy to work transferring our launch vehicle into an orbiting vehicle. We open the payload bay doors, and we saw Rick and Naoko working those procedures. On flight day 2, we did our vehicle inspection. So this is Dottie flying the shuttle arm. She and Jim are working together to move the shuttle arm over to our orbiter boom sensor system. There are sensors at the tip that we use to inspect the wing leading edge. And so we spend a great deal of flight day 2 doing that inspection. When the arm camera looks overhead, we're able to wave through the windows and say hello to our friends and family back on Earth. And then when the inspection is done, we place the boom back in the payload bay. Also on flight day 2, we check out our EBA suit. So Rick and Clay were working hard as we were doing the inspection to get that work done.
As we near the station, we do some big burns. There you see some M&Ms flying by. This is a view from the station of one of the rendezvous burns. And on the flight deck, we're all very busy. We have jobs to do to get us ready to dock. And Stephanie's shooting the handheld laser at the station to see how fast we're approaching. And now you get a look from the station perspective as we start our rendezvous pitch maneuver. And then we show our perspective of that same pitch maneuver as you see how beautiful and how large the station is as we approach.